What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will have the football first. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. To throw, it's Holstein. Gets it out fast. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're...
Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it fired complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pocket breaking down.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Got a little space.
The return is brought down at the 33, and the Auburn offense will take over 1st and 10.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Turns it on at midfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Auburn! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. No mid-season concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Kentucky. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on second down. Grabs behind the line. It's Cortez. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. Touchdown, Tigers. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pump up. And this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. The pitch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. These corners backing off a bit. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Auburn offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit. Turning it on! Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Cortez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He's in open space downfield. Across the 45. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
On the move, he fires. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
He's got an open man. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a gap, it's Henderson. Breaks into the open. Pulled down for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. quick release on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The sure hands, it's Floyd. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Gives it to the back on the draw. Runs through a tackle. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Gamecocks will have it first and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
Let's go!
Wants to fire on second down. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Holstein. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
He's brought down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. When that pass incomplete, the defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Sixth play of the drive coming up. The offense changing the play. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. That is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half.
South Carolina.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll start the third quarter with the run. At the 35, he's got room. Lots of running room. Inside the 30. Inside. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
The score, Auburn 43, South Carolina 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides to back and leaves it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pick.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. Talked about a lot, unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't. On 3rd down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Gives it on the option. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run him that much, or you don't feel comfortable.
There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush.
Driving for the goal line, loose football. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Sliding for the end zone, and he dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to fire. Right on the money. Quick step and go. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. What a grab with one hand. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
They'll ride the hot hand. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
Quickly to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Powers through the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. So here comes the Auburn offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Handoff from the gun. Plows through the defense. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great game.
He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes